Here we are. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining again. Another day, another live stream. Thank you so much for being there, for joining me. As always, I'm going to check the audio to see. I have a monitor there. I'm going to see if the audio is fine. Just a second, eh? Just going to take a minute. There you go. Yeah, audio is okay. So, again, thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, today we have a very interesting live stream. I think we're going to see some of the progress that I've been doing around the visual scripting, the visual component system. I think some amazing things. I've fixed, I think, everything that we saw last time. We had some issues, and I did the things that we needed in order to keep going with what we were doing. So yeah, I think we're in a great position to sort of start to have something really neat, really cool. So hey, give me a like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff, so that you can help us out. It really helps, truly helps. I wouldn't ask it otherwise. Truly helps. And whenever I say it, people do it. So it helps. It helps to say it as well. So yeah, sorry to insist, but that's really how it goes. So yeah, I'm gonna close this thing down. Oh, we have Square Peg Makes Game. How's it going, mate? Thanks for joining us. So I'm gonna show you a bit of how it's going, a bit of how it's looking, and yeah, some of the nice things that we've added here. Let me just check that. Yeah, we are optimized heavily for live streaming this thing here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let me show you where we have it here. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Good here, says SquarePeg. Where are you located, SquarePeg? I think are you in? Last time I asked you, I remember correctly, you were either in the United States or Canada. I think you're Canada, but I can't remember correctly. So correct me if I'm wrong, please. I thank you for being there. But that's just my memory going there. So it can't be anything. It was a while ago. So but yes, let's show you a bit of what we have here. Okay, so last time what we did was we created this component. We translated the scroller controller. We turned it into a VC scroller controller, which is the visual component scroller controller, right? We're gonna open it now, right? So we're gonna double click it, and here we go. It opens here now in our integrated visual component editor, and the cool thing is that we can basically change the tabs however we want, and you'll see some things here that are in orange, in yellow. I'm sorry, and because they are required parameters that I haven't set. Is this test component? I was testing some of the things that I've built. And but also now we can press Ctrl P and it shows us the different components that we can open, right? So we can do this and open another one here. Yeah, so if there's anything else, like if we close a couple of these, right, and we do this, we can open another one, right, like that. And so now you can actually search and find your you can also search them, right? So you can say and you find it there. So that really helps. I think it's very, very useful. It's a pretty cool new feature there that I just added today. I think there's something I finished adding today after finishing a bunch of other things that were far more complicated than this. So I'm very happy about that. United States, says SquarePeg. Nice. But so I'm sorry. I know there's some bad blood there with Canada. I don't know. I've heard different things. Some people really like Canada, some people don't like Canada, some people, Canadians just don't like the US, and so I'm sorry if I said anything offensive there. Sorry, I don't know. But yeah, I think this is looking good. We have our VC scroller controller, which is fairly, I think, small compared to what it does. So it's good. We're in a good place here. We're going places. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do now, what we're going to do today is the one thing I couldn't solve, or the one thing I've been thinking about how to do, and if it's worth doing. One of them is inheritance. I've been thinking a lot about inheritance, and if we were doing something for coders, I would totally try and do inheritance. But I think it's just so complicated to explain to people about inheritance. Yeah, this is, imagine trying to explain to the designer all these things and then trying to explain how inheritance works and then making it make sense for them, in the sense that, it has to make sense in the component itself. So that is also a problem that we need to sort of figure out. Communicationally, it's a bit of a mess, and building it is more of a mess, because I also would need to have some kind of an import system there, and that introduces a lot of other issues, which means that every time something changes, I also have to change the paths, and I have to change all the files and the paths in the files, because people are not going to go to the files. Like if you change the location of something, right? And in general, like VS Code, for instance, it handles it for you, but you know what the thing is written there, and you know what's changing. But it's not the case for someone who's not a coder. They don't really know what's going on there. So you actually have to handle that for them. So if anything goes wrong with that, there's no way they can fix it. Or at least, I don't know. It's just, I just have to assume that there's no way they'll fix it. So it introduces a lot of breaking points and another complexity business, which is, not what we want here. So we're going to favor composition as a mantra. Composition, we're just going to say composition, and we're going to repeat it 1,000 times, and that's what we're going to say, and that's what we're going to do. Composition. We love composition. Composition is the thing, is what we're going to do. So you're good, don't worry, says Scrap. Thank you so much. I never know. You never know. So it's just, they always confuse us Uruguayans with Argentinians. They always, Uruguay. I was in a museum. I was taking a picture of these people. Sort of was in a museum there. Just I took a picture of them, and there was Spanish guys, Spanish old people, and they told me like, "Oh, you speak really good Spanish." Yeah, because I'm Uruguayan. And it goes, "What's that? Is that Argentina?" No, it's Uruguay. It's Uruguay. It's like, no, I've just told you. What the fuck? Yeah, that's a bit weird, but that was a weird situation. But yeah, things that happen. Apparently nobody knows Uruguay. So yeah, it's just something to be careful about. But yes, so let's talk about the next steps. Okay, the next steps, because what we have here, we're going to start translating different things. We have all of our bricks, we have them defined here so that we can change them and fix them and see what we're missing. So now the goal is, let's build everything that we need in order for our to be able to build everything we have in this game, right? We have this game, what the game does. Let's check out the game again. So we have this endless highway thing, right? And we can go about with our little car. We have, I don't know if you can hear the sound or not. But yeah, this thing has an engine that sounds there. And and there's a crush sound there. You can restart there. Okay, so, it just has a score. It has the UI, everything. We can do all that. The idea is that this should work just as it works here, or even better, with our visual component system. So we have to rebuild everything in this game. We have just rebuilt the system. So right now we are moving the car with the no code system. So the car, we're moving it right and left with that new system. So there's no code involved from our part in moving the car around side to side. And now we need to do everything else, right? So everything that is in the procedural scroller, which is this thing here, right? So we have the procedural scroller. We need to rebuild this with no code, and everything involved in this, which are the what will it be? The obstacles, right? The vehicles. And the problem is that the vehicles inherit from obstacles, right? So this is an extension of obstacle. So the problem with that is that obviously when we are coding, we know this makes sense. This sort of, okay, we have obstacles and now we have the obstacle type, but there's we can't do that sort of type definition thing in this brick system, because it's just about bricks. Is this brick is this type equal to this type, which is simply a string, right? So we need to be more rudimentary, and that is forcing us to be more compositive instead of thinking about abstractions in a sense of inheritance abstractions. So it's still abstract, I guess, but I guess more practical, more strategy. If you know about software development patterns, you're probably familiar with strategy, and so it's going to be leaned towards that end. So we're a strategy sort of pattern, I guess, what we'll have to accommodate for. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we can build here. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. No more preambles. Let's get straight into it. So we have the scroller controller here. This is what we had, and this is what we have now. So this is, well, this one here, right? So this is the original here. Don't look at this. This is just this here. This is what we had, right? This is the two fields, which is the side speed and the body. That is a required thing. And yeah, and then we have we're moving we're taking the move axis, and we're using that to move the body, the rapier body that we have here. So we're getting the rapier body and using it to move in the x-axis, using the x-axis of the move input axis. So axis using the x-axis of the x-axis of the x-axis, x-axis. You know what I mean. So then I think we started with the outer end, right? We started with the most say with the stuff that was most well, I guess I saved something here. There was something unsaved, and okay, no worries. But yeah, we're starting with like the controller, right? So that we can start working our way into the procedural scroller, because that will need a lot of other stuff. So we could just come in here and rebuild this, but we will need the new system where we have a new type of obstacle that is more reusable, I guess. Something that we can use for any sort of obstacle. In the case of this game, we don't have other obstacles right now. All of our obstacles are vehicles, are things that move, and everything needs to move. Everything needs to move, because everything will be moving, even if it's standing still. It's since the tiles are moving, right? Because we have a tile speed, so the tiles are moving here, right? The car is not moving. The car is only moving right and left, right? Everything is moving behind us, right? Everything is moving in the Z axis, right? In minus Z, let's say, right? And just swapping, right? We're swapping the tiles. That's what we're doing, and reinstantiating the cars as they go to a certain distance. We disappear them and we reinstantiate them. That's what we're doing. But the cars are actually moving backwards. They're not moving forward. So all obstacles that you're going to face, they're going to be moving everything. So it makes sense to try to treat everything as an obstacle, like as a let's call it a generic obstacle that moves and may have certain abilities, like for instance the ability to, in the case of the cars, can or cannot, or may not move, like change lanes. So we have obstacles that change lanes, and we have obstacles that simply move, right? So there's just one obstacle that changes lanes. So what we'll do is, we need them to be obstacles. We need them to be this specific type. And so what we're going to do is, we're going to make everything into a single obstacle, right? Because this is all the obstacle does. It has this effect thing. And then there's the vehicle, which does not implement effect. It just inherits obstacle. It does not implement effect. It just has a start, has an update, and all it does is change the lane. What did I write here? Change lane handler. Line. What the? Change lane handler. There you go. Change lane handler. There it is. I don't know why I wrote there. So okay. So we have a handler that changes lanes, right? And that's all we're doing really. This is it, right? We change the lanes. Oh yeah, we're not going to need this because of the new system. So yeah, basically we're just going to change lanes if needed. We're just setting the speed and letting the procedural scroller handle the speed of the obstacles. So yeah, I think we're good. Let's do this. So how do we do this? First things first, we're going to create a VC obstacle. Okay, we're going to create a VC obstacle, and we're going to make that the generic thing, and that's where it's going to be. So they're going to be all together here, the VC scroll controller and now the VC obstacle. We're redefining, like we say the last time, we are redefining VC, right? This is a new definition of VC. It's not venture capital, it's visual component. Okay, when people talk about VC in the future, it will not be venture capital, it will be visual components. Okay, we're redefining it. Yes, we're making venture capital obsolete with visual components. That is the whole thing. Just so you know, we're actually going places. You know, this is. Oh, sorry, I just hit you in the head there. Yeah. There you go. Let's drink some more mate here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, mate is good. Some days are better than others. Some mate days are better than others. Truly. I don't know what it is today, but it tastes so good. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So, we're not going to overcomplicate the definition or the abstraction of obstacles. It's just going to be one thing. It's going to be very simple, right? Wait. No. No double clicking it. Let's just come in here and do. Boop. There you go. VC obstacle. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. There you go. I still need to show it here, to show the visual component thing, so that you can open it, even if there's nothing open, even if you haven't opened anything. Because right now, the only way to open it is to double click on a visual component. So yeah, I would actually like for that to change. Also, I think it would be important for the icon to be different, because the icons, you can't really know which one is a visual component, right? I mean, these are all components. So we need some kind of difference. We need something that tells us, hey, this is a visual component. Yeah, we don't have that right now. So, yeah. Okay. Let's come in here. Think about this for a second. Okay, so what do we have here? The obstacle. No, sorry. This is our VC obstacle. See how it looks like. This is how it looks like inside when there's nothing in it, right? This is what we just created now. You know, it's just this. It's just a JSON. Okay, and now, yeah, you can see one that is already built. You see how it looks like, right? Okay. And now what we have to do is we have to come here to the what is it? Obstacle. Yeah, it's speed, side speed, and an effect function. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, let's just start simple. Let's just go slow. All right, and maybe we'll add some of them. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see. For now, we'll just start with a couple of fields. We need speed, side speed, speed. It's a number. Then we have another one, side speed, and it's a number. You can also do number like that, right? But I'm just used to going there and clicking because I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I'm a tool. Yeah, I know. Just don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't be mean to me, please. Just be nice. And yeah, so I've said 15 and 0, so let's just set those two as default values because I really don't know if it's gonna. It may be a bit different, like the speeds. We may need to adjust them because maybe using a different way of setting the positioning in the other actions that we're using. So that may change things a little bit. So yeah, let's just come in here and call this function. Let's rename. You know, see, I just added method here and just rename it. Let's call it effect, and let's see what it brings in. It wants a game procedural scroller. That's what it wants. Okay, so the problem with this is that we still haven't created our procedural controller visual component thing, right? So we would need to use this. Yeah, we would need to use the hack that I have here, right? The sort of, let me show you, right? So we have component call method, right? Which lets us find like one of our components here. But yeah, I disabled it. I actually disabled it. Yeah. The last time I used it, I disabled it. So yeah, we don't have it. I was using this for the Flappy Bird game because I didn't have many of the functions that we have now. But yeah, I should re-enable it probably. Why did I disable this? I don't know. Component call method. Yeah. Why did I disable this thing? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So we will need to check what we do here because we need to add a parameter here and it needs to be something like, yeah, a procedural controller. You know, we can just use this and call this, you know, the procedural controller. But this needs to be, in order for this to actually work like we want it to work, we should use it with an actual procedural controller, like with the visual procedural controller. So until we create that, let's just delete this and just leave this here for reminding us that we need to do it. Just save that. You can press Ctrl S as well, but yeah, just do whatever you want. You know, you can do this, you know, and it shows you a little diskette there, so you can floppy disk, click the floppy disk, or you can Ctrl S and save. And yeah, that will just save the file for you. Let me remove this and save again. You know, you can Ctrl S or click whatever you like. Okay, let's do some more stuff. So we need the effects, and now what else do we need? Let's look at vehicle because we're gonna put everything in there. So we need the lane movement, lane moving chance, rotation degrees, road smoothness. Okay. We may do the change lanes thing in a separate we we may need to, yeah, we may be better off doing the lane change thing in a separate chat. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We have what's this thing? Nancy Cool. Hey man, hi, my headphones are broke, so can you reply me in chat? What? Just want me to say hello? Yeah, hello. Hello. This is a bot. This is an absolute bot. Are you a bot, Nancy? Are you a bot, Nancy? Nancy the bot? Are you Nancy the bot? The cool bot? The 5497 Nancy? Yeah, what are you? What kind of bot are you? Are you like one of those dirty bots? Is that what you are? Come on, Nancy. Come on, you know better than that. You know better. There's no place for you here. Nancy, come on. Is this a bot, Nancy? Please. But Nancy can't hear me. There you go. Nancy's a bot. Nancy's a bot. No, Nancy, we're not playing this game. Nancy keeps talking there. Nancy, how are you today? Why do people do this? I'm live streaming, Nancy. What do you think this is? I'm talking through a microphone. You can't hear me because you're a bot, and robots, they don't have ears. They have microphones, and you can't hear me. Oh, Nancy, come on, Nancy. Don't do this to me, Nancy. Please. I don't have enough patience for robots, Nancy. Please just keep a good, whenever the overloads come in, just think of me nicely, I just talked to you once, so that's all you need to know, Nancy. Please go away now. Thank you very much, Nancy. Bye. So okay, we're gonna do lane movement chance, rotation degrees. We're gonna add everything here, and then we may just do the lane changing thing in another should we though? Let me see. So the reason, okay, so we stopped changing lanes because we collided. All we're doing here is just setting the change lane thing. Could be what else would change lanes? I don't know. We'll just add everything here, and yeah, we'll just add. It's going to be the same for everyone. Okay, so okay, let's do this. It's changing lanes, lane movement, lane moving chance, rotation degrees, rotation smoothness. These two are the most important ones. How much we're going to rotate, like how much do we rotate, like how, how the car leans a little bit, how you can see the car going, you see how it goes, beep, 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 it kind of rotates a tiny bit. So the angles that it rotates, the degrees that it rotates, in this case 10 degrees, we're going to change that, yes. And this is the smoothness step. How much it rotates. So, we may need a lerp. Nice, we may need a lerp. Let's do that. Let's use that. We may, nice. We're going to need a function for this. We're going to need some kind of function for that. So, let's do that. So, let's start with this. So, all cars, when they move, they do that. So, rotation degrees, rotation smoothness. Let's call that rod degrees, rotation smoothness. And what else is it? Lane movement chance. This, yeah, lane movement chance. So, no, here. Rotation degrees. Rotation smoothness. And this is going to be a number. It's going to be a number. It's going to be a number. And this is going to be a number. Okay, so, and this is going to be lane moving chance. There you go. So, yeah, this is fine. So we're going to go, I need to like disable the other one. Like if I open one, I need to disable any active ones. I didn't know I had this. Yeah. This is a bit of a pain in the arse. So field 2 says, what was it? Lane movement. And this one is lane movement chance. There you go. So yeah. So how much it moves to a lane. Oh, let's call it lane. Let's use a better name here. I like the name lane change chance. So it's more of a, you know, it's harder to say. Lane change chance. Lane change chance. Lane change chance. So yeah, it's very hard to say. So yeah, there we go. Oh my god, we had like 10 people. Now we have like 3, like 4. How many people we have? Like, yeah, this is like probably 1, 2, 3, 4 people. See what you've done, Nancy. See what you. This is your fault, Nancy. This is all your fault. This is all your fault, Nancy. I don't like this. So okay, let's keep going. Did I set any numbers for them? Like, it's rotation degree is 10, rotation smooth is 0.5. So it's gonna be 10 and 0.5. There you go. And yeah, we're gonna inspect all of these, right? So all of these are going to be inspectable. There you go. Yeah, let's inspect them all, because apparently I'm inspecting them all here. So we'll just inspect them, and we need the body, of course. So we're just going to add another one for the body. So we're going to call this body, and it's going to be a rapier body, and we're going to require it, right? So we're just going to require it from the it's going to be a sibling component. We're going to save this, and yeah, what else are we going to do? What else do we need? Yeah, we have some flags here, but we'll add them as we find them. Okay, the core things that we need here are the change lane handler and the start method, the collision start on the start method there. So yeah, let's use that. Let's start with that. So we're gonna come here and say on collision, or say what is it? Where is the collision thing? I had a collision one. Rapier. Where are they? I'm missing a collision. The collision one. Where I'm missing some bricks here. Where are my bricks? Where are my bricks? Where are my bricks? I can't. Select the precision. Move, apply impulse, apply dry impulse. Yeah, I'm missing stuff here. I'm missing stuff. Let's see what I did. I must have done something fairly stupid. And collision. See, it's right here. It's right here. So where is it? Why isn't it defined there? Somewhere. It's ridiculous. No. Okay, so we'll get out of here. We'll reopen it. Something strange going on. I don't know what's going on there, but it's strange. So, okay, we need to fix this. We need to figure this out, because this is stupid. It should be there. So we have all of the actions, but we're missing some of the yeah, we're even missing the ifs. We're missing a bunch of shit, man. Something went wrong here. Yeah, we're missing the if. We're missing it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I must have made a mess when one of the latest changes, and probably just, yeah, screwed it all up. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this and I didn't notice. This is why I do these live streams, so I can see my mistakes live in front of everyone, and just, you know, yeah. Oh my god, this is shameful at very least. Yeah, bad moment. This is a very difficult time for me right now. I'm gonna need to go look what the fuck happened here. Let's see. There are no errors. No, no, there are no errors. Nothing. Everything's good. Everything's fine. Other than, you know, just you don't have anything here. So nice. What do we have here? We have our start. We're trying to set up the. Okay, we're gonna go here into the search menu. And we're gonna look into how it's getting the stuff. Yeah, let's just. I'm just gonna be wasting my time in this live stream anyway, so I'm just gonna do this now. Who cares? How many people do we have? How many people do we have? Well, like 5 people, 6 people. Nice. There you go. So you just watch me suffer right now. You can watch it live. You can watch me suffer. This is you know, live streaming someone being torturing themselves. There you go. I know my face shows how much I'm torturing myself right now. So okay. Let's see. Get search options there. So yeah, I was trying to remember what the thing was. So when we're getting the actions, this is just the fields, and then there's the expressions. But we're only using this for the parameters. Get block parameters, yeah, and then we have the block parameters method. Right. Okay, add bricks. Here you go. Here you go. If it's not a parameter, we add the bricks. There you go. So that's how you're doing it. So I may have dealt a blow there for myself on the add bricks side. Let me see. Add bricks. What have I done? Let's see. Is this the one? Yeah, get search options. Is the add bricks here? So yeah, is the add bricks here? There you go. So if it's not field or method, yeah, okay. I've done so many mistakes here. So this is not strange, you know. And then we're checking all the actions. And oh, why are we returning if it's not an action? Oh, there you go. That's the problem, because I was trying something and I commented this and just added this because I was testing something, and that's how things happen, you know, when you are testing things and then forget about them. So yeah, I'm just gonna need to open something up here to make a test. So I'm very sorry, I'm gonna have to move my camera. You're gonna have to look at my ugly mug for a little second there, because this is otherwise going to do some damage to the live stream. So there you go. Yeah, every time I open this, it goes. It doesn't like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna come here, search menu, and I'm gonna go to the bricks here, just like this. Do this. Okay, so okay, yeah. Ha. There you go. Okay. I think we've fixed it. We have fixed it, I believe. And yeah. Let's see. Let's just make sure that this thing it works. Yeah, I don't want to have a lot of things open here, because otherwise it's an absolute mess. Okay, let's come back here. Because I have to open it like a big project, and it goes. So my whole screen goes crazy whenever I open like a big project there. So in fact, it freezes for a second every time I close it. So yeah, we don't want that. Okay, let's close this thing now. Let's open this other thing now again. Yeah, let's open the other one. And let's see if this works now. It should work now. Let's just check it out. And no. I don't know. Do we need to refresh the project? Let's see. Maybe we need to refresh the screen here. Yeah, let's see. Because I really don't know. Can't believe I did this stupid mistake. Like, I just did like a very amateur mistake. Like a very, very stupid amateur mistake. Yeah, okay, they came back. But I think that... Oh no, they are back. They are back on collision. Yeah, okay. Yeah, everything was purple. I wasn't seeing like all the other colors. So there you go. Okay. We're back. We're back. We have everything we need. No. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, don't worry. It's just going to just make a little bit of a noise. Now it's good. Now it's going to explode. Like everything's going to explode. No. Is everything going to explode? No. Don't explode, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being nice. Okay, there you go. Don't explode. Okay, let's go back to the screen so you can see. A new username saying PHP Game Engine better. Yeah, probably, mate. Yeah, probably. You can make some kind of a, I don't know, some boomer game. You can make boomer games. Yeah, I like that. PHP to make boomer games. Some text games you can make with PHP, definitely. Like some cool boomer games there. I love them. Yeah. It's feeling like a boomer. I love that. Boomer music, boomer games, boomer activities. Yeah, it's all that. I wish I could have their properties, the boomer properties, the boomer. Yeah. Let's not go there. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, everything's working fine. And we're back here again. Yeah, we're alive. Okay, let's come back here and let's show you what's going on. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, my God, stupid thing I did. You see how onPointerUp shows up now? There you go. Now all the other ones are showing up. They weren't there before. And now we have the collision star here. There you go. So now you can just do, like on collision, and collision comes up. So there it is. And we can use the local object. We don't need to use the body itself. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's nice. Okay. I didn't know. Weird, but okay. We get the object 3D. I thought we would get the we didn't get the body. That would be nice to get. We should also get like another one of these with the body itself and a bunch of other things. Yeah, we don't have it here, but yeah, on collision. Let's see the on collision one. Yeah, it's the only on collision we have because I haven't built the other ones. We could build the other ones, and I made. Well, we have the other body one, but I haven't defined it here. For some reason I haven't, but I should. Probably. Yeah, I could. I totally could. This array be a body. Yeah, so I could totally show the other body. Why not? Let's see if we need it anyway, but yeah, we should probably do that. We should probably show the other body, not just the other object. We could do get body, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, we want to collide with this object 3D. We should probably collide with the body, not the object, but okay, this is actually getting the body for us. Let me show you what this does. On collision start, so it goes into the on collision start here. It creates the event, and you know, it sets it finds this will find basically the how do you call it? Yeah, this is finding the body here. Basically, it's doing okay. Get component rapier body from the object 3D we give it. You know, so if the object 3D doesn't have a rapier body, it's just going to error. So we need to use a rapier body, an object 3D that has a rapier body. Otherwise, we could just say, okay, instead of doing this, we could rebuild it to use a rapier body, right? It's probably better. I don't know. I really don't know what's better and what isn't in this case. I think it's confusing to use the body. The object and not the body, but that's okay. For now, I think it's simpler this way because we could just not use this if we want. When I built this, I didn't have the require thing. So we have the require now. I don't know. We're still in time. So okay, well, what else we need here? Let's look at the one we have here. We're translating, so let's keep translating, right? So let's go into vehicle and look at what we have here. So what we're saying is that if it's not a sensor, nice, we have this thing that we need to do now. Okay, so we're getting the other collider, asking if it's a sensor. This is important. This is pretty important. We don't have it, so we can add it. Okay, nice, something to add. And then we have what are we doing? We're getting the obstacle component from the other body. From the other objects, and we're getting the speed. We see how we're setting the speed to be the max of either our speed or the speed of the obstacle we have collided with. This is what happens when you go in, you know, when a car is going very, you know, slower than you and you're going faster and you touch that car from behind. Right, you're not really touching the car, you're touching the outer collider of them. So when you touch that outer collider, what happens is that you stop, right? So before you actually collide with that car, you know, that car just simply stops. It doesn't really stop, it just matches the speed, right? So they both start going the same speed. That's what we did. That's how we solved that problem of cars just going over each other, just to start pushing each other. So we solved it by matching their speeds. And this is what we're doing here, right? We're setting the speed to be this new speed. So we have a max. We have a set field. So everything we have here, we can do. Yeah. And we have a new one that sets a field from another component, from a VC. In this case, it would be a visual component. So nice. Yeah, we can do this. I think we have there's one of them that we'll need to do here probably, which is the because this will return, I don't know if we'll return, I think it will return the specific type of component. I think it will. I think I built it that way, otherwise I'll have to fix it. So that our get component will return the specific type of component that we need. Otherwise, it will not work because it won't know that it's a visual component. And that is crucial here. Our solution needs to know that we are using a visual component. Otherwise, it will not work. Why? Well, because the visual components, we have all the information from them. We know, like with the fields they have, everything is serialized, right? A visual component has all of its things. Let me show you. one of these, right? So the fields are serialized. We have the type here. We have everything, right? So we can show the information, the correct information to the user. So we can't do that with the code, right? We can't do that with a regular component that just has TypeScript in it. We could, but yeah, we can't rely on it. We can't be we can't rely on the information that we're going to get from a component, like type information and things like that. We can't rely on that. So we have serialized data here that is easy to use. So we're going to use that. This is what we're going to do, right? So every component, every time we use a component, we do something with a component. We're going to try for it to be a visual component, right? When we use a visual component, we have all the information from that component that we are allowed to use. We have the parameters from the methods, their types, the return type for the method, the types for the fields. So it would only allow us to set the things that out of the exact same type, and it'll tell us exactly what we need for every single situation, if it returns something or not, everything. So yeah, let's come here, back here. Yes, and yeah, let's come back to what we had. Where were we? Here. Okay, so we need to show the other collider. So okay, we're gonna need this. We see that we're going to need this, and we need an is sensor. So we need, yeah, the collider is sensor. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, let's come here and to the bricks. Now to the bricks. My bricks, yeah, my bricks. Let's activate the other ones. Yeah, I just had them here because this is the old way and the new way and all the other ways I actually did it before. And yeah, this is the way we're doing it now. And I just have the reminder here, the other collider, own collider thing, which is cool, right? So that I remember and not forget. I'm glad I did it. So sometimes I'm glad I'm saved bullshit, you know, it's just save the bullshit stuff. It just helps, you know, just save the bullshit stuff. And so we have here the parameters. We have the block parameters, which is going to expand this a little bit so you can see it better. The block parameters, right, is the things we're showing there. We're showing the other object 3D, as you can see here. Well, no, not there. Here, we're showing the other object 3D. We also need to show a type. What I said, rapier body. Right, and the name, we'll call it other body. Okay, and then we have what is this? Oh yeah, we can just say as any right now. I haven't fixed the type for that. I should fix the types for that. Yeah, it's just the typing. It's not that it's an error, an actual error. I just still have to fix the typing there. Some of the typing here is wrong because I'm using the two types of typing. And I confused it at one point. So yeah, some of the typings here are wrong. I have to fix them. But yeah, just it's too big of a project. I'm thinking of everything. So we have what's it called? A rapier collider. What's it called? Rapier shape. What's it called? Is it collider shape? Collider. Rapier collider, yeah, rapier collider. There you go. That's how it's called. So it's a rapier collider as any. We call it that a name. I just call it other collider. There you go. And maybe we'll show our own too. We'll show our own collider. So we'll say, you know, like rapier collider, own collider. There you go. There you go. I like to have the last one just for consistency. This is I actually started doing this goal to doing this every single time because of the Git, you know. So when you do a new line, you know, it's like you're not changing this line. It only shows you the change on the next line. So I always started doing like adding a comma always, so that in the next comment I wouldn't have like the 2 lines, you know, like because I added a comma, just because I had a stupid comma. So yeah, see a little trick there. Yes. Yeah. Every time I told that to anyone in a company or something, they were like, "Oh, I like this," because yeah. And some people were already doing it. I'm not saying that I'm the first one to do this, of course, right? Please. Tell me if you did it before. Like, do you actually do that? Do you set the last comma in your like in your objects like this? Do you set a comma, or also in the like if you have a list of like an array? Well, this is a stupid array, but I do it in objects too if I'm allowed, you know, like this is not like real JSON, so I do that as well. If I have them like this, I'll also do that, you know. I'll just have them like just add a comma there so that I can add in the next one. Yeah, you can't do that in proper JSON in a JSON file, but you can do that here. So I always do it. Okay, so we have other body. Should be other object, right? Okay, other body, other collider, info that other collider, yeah, and let's just copy paste this. Come on, why am I writing everything? I'm just an idiot, am I not? Just wasting time. Own collider. Okay, so let's do own collider. There you go. There we go. So we have our own collider here. Other collider, own collider. Other body, other collider, own collider. All right. So yeah, we don't need this anymore. And I'm glad I saved it because it helped. But hey, there you go. We should see it now. There you go. We should see all of our new block properties here. See how it works, right? It's instantaneous. So we have our body there. Yeah, we need the sensor thing, right? So we have rapier collider, rapier body. Right, that's nice. Other body. We should probably have our own body, right? But I don't know. We have our own body here. Let's just not add too many things that we don't need. Okay, so what do we call this? This is going to be an action. This is going to be an action that is going to return a boolean. Okay, so it's just going to be an action that returns a boolean. Okay, it's just going to copy paste this thing. Let's just add it here. Let's say rapier. Say collider is sensor. Right? Let's call it that. And let's say let's say, what do we need here? What parameter do we need? We need a subparameter. We need a rapier collider. Yeah, we still need to fix this, so it's just going to do as any for now, so it doesn't bother us. It's gonna call it collider. And yeah, let's just remove the value there because that's for the default value for a for vector 3. And what are we going to do here? We're going to return let's remove this thing from here. We're just going to say collider rapier collider. Come on, just come here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Thank you so much. I mean, you should have done it before. Come on, mate. And yeah, we're just going to return collider that is sensor. That's what we're going to return. And we need to say it here, right? We need to say returns We need to say, because we can return multiple things, remember that. We can say returns a type boolean, name is sensor. There you go. And yeah, we have a new definition here. So it's just returning if it's sensor. That's all it does. So now we have that to use. Now we can ask, we have an if, and we can say if is sensor, collider is sensor. So we say other collider is sensor. And now if other collider is sensor, we can do some stuff, right? There you go. How easy was that? That was hard, wasn't it? That was tough work. Oh my God. Yeah, this was easy to do, of course. This was a bit more confusing, I guess, but it was stupid anyway. And we're just doing the stuff that we do it regularly in a component. We're doing it in a little action so that then we can, like in a little block here, so that we can use it, easily in one of these block things. And it just tells us, it only let us use colliders, you see? It won't let us use anything else. So you can use the other collider or our own collider, but it doesn't let us use the body or the object or anything like that, or any of these fields here. It just lets us select one of these or one of the methods that return any, because we could, for instance, call method and return something like return potentially a collider from a method, or random pick. I shouldn't allow return as a parameter, because this is stupid, right? This is just not going to do anything. But yeah, return would actually return the function there when you call it. And like it will return here. Like if you return here, return, right? It'll just return. It'll come here and return. So yeah, that's a good thing too. That was a tricky one to add, the return. It's a special kind of action. It's very special. So yeah, what do we do there? Okay, so let's check the vehicle. I don't even know if we have anyone watching, because we had this guy just coming in here and saying that he wants a PHP game engine. Do you have anyone watching? Yeah, there's a couple of people watching. Yeah, like 5 people, 4 people, I think it is. Yeah. In everything, right? People on Twitch and the people on YouTube. Just so you know, we're on Twitch and YouTube. So help me out, give me a like and subscribe and all that, so help me out to see more people watch me suffer here. Watch me just go through this thing, Oh my God, I just can't stop being an idiot, can I? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I derailed. Okay, yeah, that was the thing. We need to return. So if it's not a sensor, we will return. That's what we need to do. Okay, so instead of this, what we're going to do is, we're just going to say the boolean not, right? And now we say, is sensor, right? Collider is sensor, and we say other collider. So if the other collider is not a sensor, we return. There you go. And we return void. We don't add any value there. Yeah, okay. So we're just copying absolutely everything we wrote here, right? And then we have Devanesh Rawat here. Is it Rawat or Rawat? I guess it's Ravat, but I don't know. You tell me. Thanks for being there, mate. Says, have you tried React 3.5? I have tried React 3.5. I appreciate the people who built it, because they're very smart people. And I absolutely hate React, so I don't use React in general. And it's good for programmers if you're a full developer, right? This is a game engine that is more similar to Unity, right? So it's about using Three.js in a Unity kind of way, not in a React kind of way. I think we should try not to be like React. I think the world should be React-less. I hope React would just disappear into oblivion, and no more companies will want to use React anymore. Oh my God, that would be a day. Oh, that would be the day. I would love it. I would love, just reach a new company and they go, like, we don't need any React developers today. No, we're just going to switch to something different. Svelte or something. No React. Oh, just no React day. It's like, it's a new jQuery. It's just a new jQuery. And someone here, I'm making HTML5 in CocoaScript. Good for you, mate. Just use whatever you want. Yeah, this is not CocoaScript, mate. We're in another thing. People come here. Yeah, it's still using some other engine. Yeah, okay, good. Nice. So this is another engine. There's nothing to do with that. Yeah, this is Three.js. This is Three.js. We're a Three.js team, pure Three.js. No no Cocos, no nothing. Yeah, it's Three.js. So okay, we have obstacle. We're gonna get the obstacle component from the object 3D. That's what we need to do. Okay, so now, yeah, we're gonna get that obstacle. So after, I'm gonna do get component. There you go, and we're gonna say from other. There you go, and we're gonna get the VC obstacle. There you go. So VC obstacle, and it should know that this is a VC component, right? It should know that this is a VC component, because now it should let us use the VC stuff. So let's see. We need to set the speed to a new speed. So we're going to use the math property, right? We need the max property to set our speed and the obstacle speed. And that's where we'll see if it really works or if I've made a mistake. So, so let's see. Let's see if what I've done so far works. So, okay. So we do max, right? And we say speed, so our field speed here, right? So this is our field speed, right? And the max between that and VC get field component, right? Okay, let's call this, let's rename this to, what's it called? Obstacle. Okay, let's call this obstacle. And we'll, yes, obstacle, thank you. Yes, and speed. There you go. There you go. There you go. It works. Oh my God, it works. So we have the biggest of our speed in this field here. Oh my God, it's all working. And the speed in our obstacle. So we get the biggest of the two, right? The max. And oh my God, this is all working. Can't believe it. Nice. And yeah, so now we need to set that. Now we need to set that speed of both, right? So we're going to match both speeds to be the same. And yeah, let's do that. So now we do add after, and we say set field, and we're going to use both set fields. The set field for our speed. So speed is going to be biggest, right? This one here. And add after set field, the VC set field, because we're going to use our obstacle right here. So we need to set the obstacle's speed to be biggest. There you go. So there you go. It all worked. It all worked. Perfect. Brilliant. There you go. How nice was that? How nice was that? I'm so happy for that. Okay. So we have some we have Shihan Alp here saying, how did you handle array props in editor? So how did you find and get these variable name types? So what this is doing is simply building a component, like creating a regular component, right? So like this, it's just creating the component like that. You see? So it's just it has some special requirements like this one. That is a specific one for the requires and things like that. Whenever you need a component, I needed to add like a little bit of a twist there. But in general, they're all the same. They're just all the same props, as you can see here. And if I show you like one that is more robust, they have more things like this here, you see? It's just writing it for you. It's just basically just composing the component for you. So it's a visual way to create a Rogue Engine component, like a regular. You see, it's just a visual component, but visual component extends components, so it's just the same. Yeah, and it's registered as a component, as a regular component, all that. So yeah, and then it has all the fields defined inside. So this is what you get from a visual component. It's just a bunch of JSON stuff. And your fields and your methods are also methods that you can call from code as well. So that also works. But yeah, thanks for the question, mate. Thanks for being there. Yeah, so we have a bunch of things here. Oh my God. No, let's go back to vehicle and see. It all works. It's all working. It's all working. Oh, I'm so glad it's all working. I don't know how many people we have. How many people we have? Like 6 people. We have maybe like 6 people, but yeah, it's good. Also, yeah, I mean, editor knows component class variables. So how did editor do that in normal components, not visual components, webpack or something? Editor knows component class variables. I mean, do you mean this? You mean this thing? You mean the visual component editor? How does it know? Because I've actually built a whole system around it, basically. This is a whole system that I built around this, where it just, saves different things and have a way to set variables and set, mapping things. Yeah. I mean, I can't just go into that right now, but I can do that in another live stream probably, because otherwise I'll just get derailed like to death. But yeah, I just built a whole system that simply handles everything in the background. It's a whole compiler. There's a whole interpreter, well, more like an interpreter, right? And a whole system, a whole JSON, a whole thing. Yeah, so yeah. It's a bunch of things working together there. It's just lots of pieces moving. And for example, I create a reprops string, username string, and editor know this variable name, type, initial value. I'm looking for this. And editor know this variable. Well, it's a decorator. I mean, it's just a decorator, mate. That's what it is, right? I mean, you see the at there, right? So it's just a decorator, and yeah, the editor knows it because it's something that you should set it up that way. I mean, I can't go into how I built everything inside the editor. It's just, I mean, yeah, it's not the purpose of this to start talking about, like how I built every piece of the engine, but yeah, that's just a decorator. You set up a decorator, basically. This is the decorator, and yeah, basically, that's all it does. It just tells the editor what it is. Sets a configuration, basically. That's as far as I can go in the sense of, without going deep into, a rabbit hole of explanations, so it's just a decorator that sets a configuration, basically. It's just that. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of other things going on, of course, right? There's a whole system background, like loading everything, loading all of the assets and making sure that everything's loaded and all that shit going on so that you have the component ready and all that, so it's a whole intricate system, but more or less it's a configurator. It's just that, right? It's just setting a configuration. That's the decorator itself is setting a configuration. Yeah, it's just that. Okay. So okay. Yeah, I can't derail too much because everyone leaves. Everyone leaves. So but yeah, okay. So let's go with let's come back here. I get distracted. So let's go back to this. Changing lanes. Okay, so we need to set the is changing lane to false, movement amount to 0, and hit something to true. Because we have these other ones that we hadn't defined yet. We're gonna set them up now, and yeah, we're gonna do something about it. Because we're gonna need them here. Yeah, okay. So let's just create those, okay? Let's just create those. So we need to create more fields. So we know 1, 2, 3, 4. So we create 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So we have this is a boolean. This is a number. This is another number. And this is another boolean. There you go. So this one's going to be is changing lanes. This one's going to be lane move there, right? So which direction we're moving, I guess. If it's 1 or -1, I guess that's the thing we're doing. And move amount and hit something. It's going to be false, and this one's going to be 1 by default, apparently, as we did there. All right, and that's what we have there. So we save, and there it is. It's so comfortable to have the window right beside so we can see what we're doing. You see how the you can see the collider, the uncollision start here, and with the stuff going on here, the same stuff. So nice, eh? All right, so yeah, let's do this. Oh, one thing we need to do here. We should have some kind of detection here because, okay, we know that this is an obstacle. If we can't find the obstacle, so yeah, we need some kind of exists thing, you know, if it's defined. We don't have that. We don't have some kind of defined. We should have some kind of like it's defined sort of thing. But I guess we could do it. Though. We could do that. Yeah, I think we could do and after we could say if, and we could say not. But it's only going to allow us to use obstacle, right? So we say var obstacle. No, it doesn't like it. No. Yeah, we're just breaking things here. Yeah, so let's not break anything, please. Let's not break anything. What happened? Did we get an error? Yeah, we got an error. Yeah, it was just, yeah, okay. But we're safe. I think we're safe. And just save this thing. It's good. Okay. So okay, let's just leave it at that for now. Yeah, we're not hitting anything that is not an obstacle, I guess. Other than, I don't know. I'm actually starting to think, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to need some kind of if. Equals. Let's create a is defined, because the problem is that we need to go away if there is no obstacle, and this thing is only accepting, like the if only accepts a boolean, right? So we should actually define specifically what we need. It's not like JavaScript where it's just you can just say anything and it would be truthy or falsy. There is no truthy or falsy here. There's just it's a regular programming language. There is inference like in JavaScript, but mostly for the inference happens through any's, and once the inference happens, it kind of dictates the type. So there are any's, but it's not really inferring the type. The type is inferred by you manually. So you have to define the inference function, right, in your own bricks. So when you build a brick, you build your own inference, right? You build your own inference function here, and you define what is the type of component, right? What is the value type here? So you define what type of component this is. So we're saying, okay, it's component with the value type of whatever we have in the second one here, right? So we get in a component, and we're telling it specifically what type of component it is. So it's that's how we do the inference here, and we tell the editor, the visual component editor, we tell it, this is specifically what I want, and you should only allow the user to use this thing, right? So that they don't make a mistake and use something that we're not, that is not going to work. Basically, just narrowing down the options, things that will work, and removing the things that will just not work. And that's the most important part of this. So you can't make mistakes, basically, or if you make mistakes, they're rare, at least. There shouldn't be things that you're allowed to do. That's a point. Mistakes are not allowed in here. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have all these things set up. I don't know if I'm boring you or anything, but hey. So we have the speed, we have the changing lanes, moving amount, hit something. Let's set those. Let's set those here first. Okay, so let's start with that, and we'll set the I get derailed. Let's start talking about. So don't even listen to me. Set field. Okay, we have the set field, and we're gonna do set field is changing lanes to what are we changing it to? False. Yeah, so it would be what doesn't it let me just use? Oh, I removed the boolean. Oh my god, I removed the boolean. I was looking for boolean thing and the false, true, false, and it's not there. Oh my god, yeah, no, stupid. This is very stupid. But also the inference here is not working because this is a boolean, right? I think it's not an any. That should not be allowed. Let's see. Let's reopen it. That should not be allowed. That should be very specifically, okay, this is a boolean. This is not a number. Sort of situation. So yeah, so that's a bit strange for me. Let's go back to it and see what's going on and see if if something went wrong there. Set field is changing lanes. Yeah, no, this should only allow booleans. Is it not working with booleans? Yeah, it's not working with booleans. Look at that. Is changing lanes. No, it's just not working with booleans. Oh my god, no. That is bad. Let's just do false like that. Let's use a boolean expression and use that. And also I'm missing the boolean one, so I'm going to need to fix this. Just a reminder, I need to fix this thing. The booleans are not working. Setting the boolean field is not working. It was working and now it isn't. So something I did when I integrated, I mean, I basically took a whole Mastodon and shoved it somewhere else. And I had to do a lot of changes. So things are bound to break along the way. So yeah, that's one of those things apparently. Okay, let's come back to this and see. Okay, so we're changing the lanes, we're changing the move amount and hit something. Okay. So set field, move amount. Now this should allow only numbers. There you go. Why is it allowing me so many things? Like this one too. So, okay, inference is not working. Oh, inference is not working correctly with the set field. Why is inference not working in the set field? This is strange. This is very strange. Very, very strange. So move amount. Okay, we're setting it to 0 and we're doing hit something. And I'm going to check this out. Set field. Yeah, set field. Hit something. And this should be true. So we're just going to use this and we say true. Yeah, we just use a Boolean expression because for some reason Boolean disappeared. Bool is gone. Where's Bool? We need Bool. Okay, let's go into the my bricks and see what's going on here. I go to set field. There you go, set field. What's going on here? What's going on here? So the inference here. So inference. So when it finds something, let's say it finds, okay, so it's finding the field and it's telling us to use the type. So let's go here. Let's do this. Let's do const field equals this. And we'll say, we'll just code this and we'll say return, what an idiot. Field or any. There you go. Field type there or any. All right. So this will help us debug this. So we can debug it right now. Yeah. Let's see what's going on there. So yeah, I don't listen to that. That's okay. Let's just come in here and look into that. Let's just go into set. No. The my bricks set field. There you go. So we'll put it here. I will see what happens. So whenever we change one of these, the set field should trigger. Okay. We should see what's going on there. So move amount. There you go. So this found move amount type number. So it is returning the type number. Oh, but I did change something there. Okay, so I may have broken it today. I may have broken this today. Yeah, okay. I know what I did. I know where to look at. So don't worry about this. Yeah, this is a stupid mistake I did. Don't worry about this. I got this. Yeah, this is something I changed today that I basically broke this. So, yeah, just making changes on the run. Okay, it's good that we're figuring this out now. So we have a problem where we can't do the set field properly because we don't have the inference working here. Because on the other side, the inference is like going, there's not the format I'm looking for, and it goes nuts. So yeah, that's the thing, right? So you see, there's no errors, there's nothing there. It's just some stupid thing I did. It's working as expected. It's just not what's expected is not correct. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so we have the hit something, everything. Yeah, okay, brilliant. I like this. We need an exist. we need some kind of exists, right? Yeah, let's use a, let's create like an action, like some kind of one of these actions that are kind of, you know, that take an any and just says if it's defined or not. Is defined. So it takes like, say, mostly for variables and things like that. So say we say is defined. When we have a doubt if something is defined or not. So if we found something or we didn't find it, so we kind of need to say if we didn't find anything, go away. So let's do that. So we'll just copy paste this. Yeah, we'll just copy paste. We'll just call this element or object or something. I don't know what to call that. Don't worry. That can be changed. It's just a display name. We'll call this is defined. There it is. We'll just have that function there, and basically what it does is element and yeah, it will not be a brick that we define, right? We just say whatever the parameter is, right? Is defined. So we just want to say element return. So we'll do, let's do it this way. Element true, else false. There you go. So we'll do a truthy falsy. So it'll be a truthy falsy. Yeah, truthy falsy. And return will be a boolean, right? So it will be type boolean, a boolean, and the name will be is defined. There you go. It's defined. Yeah, just call it that. And there you go. That's all it does. It's a nice one. And we'll say description will be tells us where it tells us if an object an element is defined or not. Because, and when I say element, I'm trying to be generic because it's actually can be anything. Can be a number, can be something like, say, something that returns something, and that variable or that field or that, you know, it is usually going to be or a field or the result of an action or something if it's defined, right? We just want to know if something exists or something. Yeah, we just want to know that. So it's just an element of some kind. There's it's going to allow us to say if it exists, if it's defined, if it's not, you know, gone out there. And we could actually just have a second one that says it's not defined, so we don't need to use a not is, you know. A not is defined, so it is not defined. We just do this, right, and say element false, true. See, so it's the same thing. I know, it's just for easy writing it down, you know, so we don't have to like call one function and then another, we just call one and it does one thing. It does any of those. It's more semantic, I guess. Not defined or is defined. So we can have both blocks very easily. Yeah, I guess that would be cool. And we can say, here we're getting the obstacle, right? We could say after, say if it's defined, or we say if it's not defined, obstacle, return. There you go. Oh, what did I do? What happened here? What the hell? What the hell happened here? We had an error. We have an error. Oh my god, something happened. Oh, this is one of the new stuff I built. Okay, so this is one of the new things I built. And apparently something went when I did this. It looks like Looks like it. Looks like it did. It went nuts. Because what? Because reading. Oh my god, this is stupid. This was a stupid mistake. Yeah, this was a silly mistake. Yeah. Oof, game engine in JS. That's wild. How's it going? Alice Turner, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, it's a well, the wild thing is Three.js. Three.js is amazing. Three.js is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's amazing, and we're simply building an environment for it. This is just an environment for 3JS. So this all, 3JS stuff, it's just woo 3JS, it's 3JS objects, 3JS geometry, 3JS everything, right? And these are Kenny's, by the way, these are Kenny NL's assets. Go to Kenny.nl and get his it's just give him some money, mate. He makes Creative Commons assets for everyone and serves some money for it, so just subscribe to his Patreon, help him out, help the lad out, because he deserves it. He's building all these things for us, great assets, great stuff. So help the lad out. Truly deserves it. Someone deserves it is Kenny. As always, I always also use Quaternius.com, another one you should go and support as well. Everyone building stuff for developers, Creative Commons, just so amazing. Just go and help them out. And, for us developers who are terrible at design, hey, this lad has it all. So yeah, basically we're building this is what we're doing is right now I'm building the 1.0 for Rogue Engine, which is named with this engine. And I am building some features here live. I'm just testing them and seeing what goes, what works, what doesn't, what's broken. Just finding what's, just testing the live testing the the development version of the 1.0 with everything that's broken, everything I need to fix. And yeah, that's what we do here. And I build things with it. So this I built with the previous version I had, and now we're translating it into the new there you go, into the new visual component system. So we're finding all the errors and all the problems that we have here, apparently, sadly. And yeah, that's what's that's what we're doing basically. Yeah, that's basically it. You see, here's an error. There's an error here. What can I say? We have errors. Yeah. I don't know what happened here though. Was this when? When was this? Was this when we called this happened? I don't know which what time this happened, like which point this happened. This should be the if. It's not defined, right? It just goes any, right? So you go obstacle. That was you see that's when he went. That's when he went no. And I don't know why it went nuts like that. Because it's an any, right? It's just an any. So it should have no issues with this. Should be a not. Say is defined. Say if that works. Obstacle. No, it doesn't like it. It goes crazy again. You see? Again. But why? Let's see if it happens also. We're debugging here. We're debugging. Is not. We just built this little stupid function. See, it returns is defined, right? Okay, so we'll try it this way. We'll see obstacles here. And see, oh, okay, again, same error. Same error again. Because why? Maybe because we are trying to are we treating this as a perhaps as an object, because we know the parameter what it is. Yeah, so we're treating the parameter as an object, but we're not keeping into account that the required, like the configuration of the parameter itself, it's an any, so it doesn't really care what it is, but it's coming here and going, well, you know. So I'm thinking it may be doing something like that. Yeah. Because I'm not taking into account the, say, the any situation. I think that's the main issue here. Yeah, so that's something to fix. Okay, I'll just leave it at that and fix it. Same as I did with this. Something wrong, basically, I did clearly in that same area. In that same, so I when I fixed some things, when I added some things, I broke other things, and I have to fix more things. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it goes. You know, you just build stuff, you break stuff, and you keep fixing stuff that you broke, and now you refactor everything, and you build something beautiful, right? So you have chaos, right? First you have order because there's nothing, and when you have nothing, nothing is order because it's orderly. It's just nothing. Then you have something that looks very nice and tiny and small, but it has nothing in it. So now you start adding more, and suddenly you have chaos and chaos and chaos and chaos and chaos and more chaos. And from that chaos emerges, you know, something suddenly that it starts breaking here, breaking there. It's just a bunch of things. And then from all that chaos, you know, you start seeing the shape of it. You realize, oh, this thing goes there and that thing goes there. And then your brain starts doing all this gymnastics. And from all those gymnastics that you do with your brain, you suddenly get out of that refactor. And from refactor, you get magic. From refactor, you get the last final product. That sweet nectar of creation. You get it out of a bunch of chaos that you just had to go through. And there's no chance. There's just no chance you know it all before you know nothing. And that's the point. That's the whole point. So, yeah. This is not going to work today. We're soon, yeah, we have to end soon. And we did a lot of things. We fixed a bunch of things. We added a bunch of actions, nice actions that we needed. We visited some of the new features. I really like the new feature that we have here. This thing that lets us like go through our components like this. This is very nice, isn't it? Yeah. We decided on a specific sort of pattern, I think, of what we're going to do, which I think is nice. So whenever we whenever we collide with something, I just saved and I wasn't going to save. Whenever we collide with something, we're going to stop that thing basically, or match the speed of the thing that we're hitting or something like that. And yeah, and we also need, so we have the effects. I'm going to need to think about building the proper this one here. We're gonna have to make it into a not this one, sorry, this one here, the procedural scroller. We're going to need to build this into a proper visual component before we can do anything like actual anything. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this, with all the problems it has, for all its faults. I think it's a very, very useful thing. Every time I come live, I realize of all the shortcomings that it has. So it puts me really on the spot. It makes me, I think it puts me in a very vulnerable position, which is useful. And I'm very glad I get to do this, even if it's for, what, 8 people? Oh my God, we have 8 people. Just when I'm leaving. Come on, mate. Come on. So like 4 people. When I'm leaving, I have like 8, 9 people. What is it like? No, 8 people. Probably 8 people. Come on, mate. This is stupid, mate. Just you should all show up next Thursday. Okay, next Thursday we're gonna be here. Thursday, it's gonna be 7 p.m. GMT. So that's UK time. Okay, 7 p.m. GMT. We're gonna be here. We're gonna keep building. We're going to make. We're going to probably. I don't know if we're going to finish everything because we may find more issues, more problems with this thing. But surely, I'm gonna fix all the issues that we found today. Same as we did before. We have found some issues. I fixed them. I came back. Now I'm gonna fix these things. You know, before Thursday, and Thursday we're gonna come here and we're going to make magic happen. So yeah, I'm very glad you joined me today. I'm very glad we got to have some fun. Thank you very much to everyone who participated. Thank you very much to everyone who chatted there. Thank you very much to everyone. I say Alice Turner here saying, sorry, I'm just listening while I sort emails. I'm fascinated about why you pick JS or TS. I should say after looking at your file extensions. Yes, well, because we're using Three.js. This is a game engine that runs your games run on the browser. If you go to regengine.io, you go into the examples, you'll find that these are games that just run on the browser. So they just run on the browser because the browser knows JavaScript. JavaScript has WebGL, and we have Three.js that handles WebGL in a really amazing way. We'll soon get Web GPU properly stable, and we'll be able to also do way more things. But right now it's quite powerful, and there's a lot of things you can do. So I encourage you to look into all the examples you have there and see the amazing things that it can do. Yeah, you can really get a lot out of WebGL, and it's truly compatible. I mean, it's portable. You can make a game and update it on your browser everywhere, and it runs amazing. And you see, this is a browser. This is a browser. This is a browser, and this is a browser. You see, it's just backs into, it's a web view basically. But yeah, and this runs on the browser. You can find it on the examples of Regenge. You can go into, it's just when you go into the page there and take you there to, where everything else is. But it's a game. And you have a bunch of other games you can make. If you go into Discord, you'll see people making actually impressive stuff. Not mine, which is this little examples that I make. People making space games and building terrains like full of stuff. So you really have incredible stuff you can do. This is just a misconception that JavaScript, I don't know, it's might be not capable of doing this. It depends on whether JavaScript or TypeScript. Where you're using your JavaScript or your TypeScript. You need something for the browser. Well, use JavaScript and TypeScript, or just JavaScript. It's all JavaScript at the end of the day. And that will give you the native language of the what says? Are you saying it compiles down to machine level instructions, or the framework do that? Is it using WebAssembly? The physics engine is using WebAssembly. But no, it doesn't compile. No, the browser speaks JavaScript. JavaScript is, JavaScript has the web. You have WebGL on the browser, right? And JavaScript, you can use WebGL with JavaScript, and Three.js is an implementation of the WebGL. It's an implementation of WebGL basically. So you can use that as a sort of framework, as a library to build 3D on the web. And it's very fast, extremely fast. I mean, and if you use a physics engine like we have a WebAssembly physics engine in this case, we're using Rapier, and it's extremely fast, blazing fast. So if you couple it with that, you get, insane fast. And soon we'll even get Web GPU, for instance, stable Web GPU and across all browsers, and that means all the shaders and all the rendering happening directly at a low level. So yeah, but yeah, I recommend go to rogueengine.io and check that. I also go to 3js.org, I think it is. I think it's 3js.org. But I recommend looking into the examples that are there. You can see, what it is. People usually think that, you need, people think that you need to go low level to do any graphics or that you can't do this with JavaScript. And no, you really can. I mean, it's truly compatible. You can think that browsers are everywhere. So any device that has a browser, like, let me give you an example right now, right? This game we have right here, this is a browser, right? And this is my local network, right? So this is not my public IP, obviously. It's just a local network. So let me show you what this does. Let me show you what this does. So I can come in here in my phone. I have my phone here, and I can come here into that address, right? So in my phone, and what is this? 101. Oh, I changed it. Yeah, okay. So I need to change the 101. Okay, so go there, and there's my game. You see that? That's the exact same game I'm playing here. So I can play it on my phone and it just plays, it's just my browser. It's Chrome on phone, right? So there you go. Yeah, you can play with your finger there, can I actually, I can't there. But yeah, you can see. There you go. So yeah, there you go. I don't know. I think that kind of boils down what we're doing here, right? It's just making game development for all platforms. Most of the games you find on mobile, like even just most popular ones, the ones making more money, as very simple puzzle games like Candy Crush, totally be built in 3JS. Like a 3D version of Candy Crush, that is, right? Well, 2D as well, but yeah, just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. That is not needed. You don't need any low level stuff. Maybe for the physics, it really helps, but not really even for the rendering. The low level stuff is being done by the browser, right? It's just talking to. Basically, it's a WebGL is a web implementation of OpenGL, as something like that, right? So just to be very simplistic, but that's basically what it's doing. And we're building a no-code system for it, so you can use 3JS without code. That's the idea, right? So you can basically just create this little function, these little actions that run the things. That can be used, for instance, this is very easy since this generates components that are that get boiled down into this. It's just JSON. They can be easily created, for instance, by an LLM, or more easily created by an LLM than regular code, because you just give the LLM, okay, just give me the instructions. LLMs are good at predicting the next word, the next phrase, the next letter, right? They're not great at coding. This is way easier for an LLM to do, because they're not really coding. It's just reordering data, right? It's just telling them, okay, just I need this thing here, this other thing here, and that's all. The code is happening in the blocks that we're calling here, right? In the actions that we have here. Just telling it, call this action now, and call this other action, now call this other action, and the actions are doing the coding. And then if we want the LLM to code, for instance, it's just this, right? It's just a configurator with a little method that does something very, very small. So we don't have that many lines of code. So even if you were to code with an LLM here, you have a block-like system that lets you do the kind of thing without taking the control out of yourself and giving it to some computer that's just going to do some bullshit. you actually use the LLM for what it's good at, which is little things, or predicting the next word or the next letter. And in this case, also building this little block. So that's what I'm adding the that kind of, I guess, unusual AI coding interface to it. That is not supposed to be the end all be all. Just write your prompt and you get a game. Is most like more like you need a certain functionality, specific thing. You want this player to jump, and this is how you make your player jump with this block, and the LLM just calls that block. Basically, it's something very stupid, very simple and easy to do for an LLM, which is what they're supposed to do. So yeah, if you have any more doubts, Discord, just go into Discord and yeah, we're always welcome there, everyone. So yeah, join our Discord. Probably the link is somewhere there in the description or the description. I go, oh, what do they get there in the description? Oh my god, my accent's so over the place today. Somewhere there in the description. I can't say description today. Description. If I think of the word, I can't say it. Oh my god. This is my Spanish, Greek, Italian, and everything mixing up in my mouth. So it's on the French though, kind of French. That's weird. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna start saying bullshit anytime now because I need to pee. I need to pee so bad. I'm going crazy. So thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna unload the tank and I'm gonna go eat or something. All right. See you next time. Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT. I'll see you here. All right. Come back. Bye bye.
you.